my God. Oh my God.
Breaking overnight, panic on the Parkway as 2 police officers are shot during the big fireworks show. Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw vowing to get justice for those officers.
All of these officers that you see standing around us, we're on it, and we're not going to rest until we get someone in custody for this.
We have live team coverage of the latest on the investigation and also an update for you on those officers' conditions.
There's not an event or a day where I don't lay on my back at night, look at the ceiling, and worry about stuff.
Plus, the mayor's frustration after the gunfire that was during what was supposed to be a joyful day of celebration. We have more on his blunt message. Good morning at 5 o'clock, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 5th. I'm Janelle Burrell. Jim is off today. 2 officers are out of the hospital this morning following that shooting near the 4th of July fireworks show on the Ben Franklin Parkway last night. Now, video that you're looking at from the ground shows people running for their lives along the Parkway as those fireworks were still going off. Police asking local residents to shelter in place. And we have live team coverage for you this morning from the Parkway. Wakisha Bailey has reaction from eyewitnesses who share what they saw firsthand. But first, we begin with Eyewitness News reporter DiMattei, who has the latest on the case and how those officers are doing this morning. Frightening moments for everybody there on the ground. Ross, good morning to you.
Yeah, really scary moments. Good morning to you, Janelle. Police say that the big 4th of July fireworks show had just started going off when somebody started shooting, but the sound of the explosions from the fireworks made it harder to see where those shots were coming from and even harder to find who was firing them. That fireworks show was scheduled to start around 9:45 last night, and police say the shooting started just moments after the fireworks started going off. Police say 2 officers were hit. A 44-year-old member of the Montgomery County Bomb Squad was shot in the right shoulder, and a 36-year-old highway patrol officer suffered a graze wound to his head. Both of those officers were taken to Jefferson Hospital in stable condition, and they have since been released. We're told they're doing pretty well, all things considered. Right now, police do not have any suspects in custody. The president of the police union says officers are doing everything they can to combat the city's gun violence, but right now they are understaffed and overwhelmed. The police chief says they have no idea where those shots came from.
We don't know if this was ricochet from celebratory gunfire. We don't know if this was intentional. We don't know if this was someone taking a shot intentionally at these officers from long range. But again, like I said, we're all just extremely grateful that this wasn't worse.
Our guys are getting hurt. Very lucky tonight for both officers. So prayers for them.
Did you get to see the officers yourself?
I talked to both. I spoke to both. Both are up, and they're doing very well.
So some good news there. Now, this is some video of a procession for one of the injured officers. A little tough to make out, but that officer appears to be bandaged up around the head while waving from an SUV. And that same injured officer may have his hat to thank for saving his life. Officers believe the bullet grazed his forehead and was actually stopped by his hat before it could cause more harm. Inside of his hat, that officer carries a prayer card for the chaplain of the force, Father Steve Wetzel, who recently passed away. The president of the police union said that this officer had an angel on his shoulder last night. Now, according to police sources, the shooter or the shooters were not firing from a higher ground or a building. That was common speculation, a common theory that we heard from some witnesses. Sources also tell Eyewitness News that the shooting may have started as the result of police officers pulling someone over. Right now, police say they have no suspects in custody. They're asking anyone who has information about the shooting or video from last night that could help them with this investigation to come forward and share it with them. We're live along the Parkway this morning. Ross DiMattei, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
And what a scene there, Ross. Thank you for that update. Meanwhile, that sea of people you saw on the Parkway last night scattering as those shots rang out, many of them dropping everything, trying to escape the gunfire. Our team coverage continues this morning with Wakisha Bailey, also live on the Parkway. And Wakisha, you're hearing from a man who was right in the middle of that chaos as this unfolded. What did he have to say?
Yeah, good morning, Janelle. He really just said he was here like thousands of others enjoying last night's festivities. Then within minutes, everything just turned to total chaos. He says he just remembers running with nowhere to go. And there you have cell phone video showing nothing but confusion. People were trying to escape to a safer place, they say anywhere other than the Parkway. Now we're told families with children were running aimlessly. We spoke to one eyewitness who says he was standing in front of the building where police thought the shooter was inside. He gave us his timeline of last night's events.
9:48, 9:49, when you heard shots rang out in the middle of the crowd, and you heard everybody yelling, "Shooter, shooting." And the crowd dispersed. There was, chatter on the radios. Couldn't tell the difference between gunfire and fireworks. It was just traumatic hearing about children being lost from their parents, being separated. There was just really nowhere else to go other than as far away from the situation. Nobody wanted it to be another situation where you were one of the potential 10, 12, 20 people that were possibly going to be shot.
And as of now, no bystanders were injured. We're told police locked down the area for at least 15 blocks, creating a huge traffic pileup as people were trying to leave the city. And once again, now people are just questioning, are these types of events safe to go to? And what does that look like for future events? Reporting from the Parkway, Wakisha Bailey, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
A concern on a lot of people's mind this morning. Wakisha, thank you for that. And Mayor Jim Kenney